punches versus kicks, fists versus feet, or better yet, Yasuto Sato, aka Chad, versus Sanji. Who do you think would win? They're both going at it. They're both known for focus on basically one thing. Obviously. But if they went at it, who do you think will win between them? Obviously, Chad, is the guy with the fist. In case we have some One Piece people out there who don't know, which if you don't know, and I suggest you look up, something about Chad. And same thing, if you know Bleach and you don't really know much about Sanji, you should look something up about Sanji. But anyway, to get started off, okay, now, personally, before I even really get into depth on why I think who I'm about to tell you who I think would win, I'm going to just tell you, I think Chad would win. Now, why do I think Chad would win? Now, Sanji has, excellent speed. He has his Dabo Jambe, and he, can heat up his foot, and he is insanely powerful. He can even fly now. Well, not really fly, but he can basically walk on air and run on air, which is very impressive, which would really cause Chad a lot of trouble. But Chad also has insanely powerful punches. He's like a full. I mean, we found out he's a full bringer now, so I'm pretty sure that Chad can use a lot of the full bringers moves, such as he can use their form of flash step. I'm pretty sure he can probably walk on air. I mean, walking on air really doesn't make much of a difference. Although what Sanji does is a little bit different than what I would say the Shinigami does. I would say it's actually better, but I think that what was I gonna say with Chad? I think I don't know. I think Chad, since he also has projectiles, but the difference that with Chad to me, because I mean Chad's probably improved a lot. So has Sanji. We don't know the full potential of what they can do in part two, but what makes the difference to me is his shield. So I mean Chad has a shield on his arm, and I'm just like, really. I mean, I think that would make up a difference. Now you probably just say, okay, he has a shield. How does that really make much of a difference? I mean, Sanji, has some impressive abilities. I mean, his leg could, burn up that shield. I don't think it's that simple. I mean, Chad, is pretty fast, so is Sanji, but I don't think that, oh, I mean, that shield is really strong. I mean, I just don't know. I think that shield would be capable of blocking all of Sanji's punches, not punches, kicks, excuse me, all of his kicks. And I'm like, the thing is with that, since Chad does have insanely powerful punches, could Sanji really take one of his punches? That's the thing. Sanji has no defense. Chad has a defense. Now, who do I think has stronger punches? You mean not stronger punches? Who do I think has stronger moves between them? To be honest, I think Chad can punch harder than Sanji can kick currently. Sanji, or at least that we've seen. I mean, Sanji, for all I know, could, hit way harder than Chad. But, from what I've seen, we've seen that Sanji has broken the neck of a pacifista. But I'm like, now, some people say, oh, well, you're just all about explosions. But I think explosions do matter. I mean, Chad has only shown off a little bit in part two. He's, turned on, I think, his full bring for like a second, and probably I think he tried to punch Tsukushima before, and it blew out the entire wall easily, no trouble. And to me, I'm thinking, Chad's probably barely trying right now. He did it. He's probably hasn't even shown off, most of what he can do. To me, it seemed like Sanji put in, quite a bit of effort to destroy that pacifist. Maybe not a lot. He probably has a new move, but I can't really see. I mean, Sanji doesn't really have explosive power per se. I mean, Sanji, I don't know. It's kind of like to me, Sanji doesn't have that to him, like that attack that can just really mess an opponent up. Like as far as if somebody has a high defense, that he can just break it down with ease. Now, if he's doing several kicks in a row, I think he can easily, probably, break Chad's arm or something. But the thing is, you have to think about in these battles, if they were actually fighting, do you think Chad would just sit there and take it? I don't think that Sanji would just sit there and take it if Chad was sitting there punching them. I think Sanji can kick faster than Chad can punch. I'll say that much. But I will say that shield does make quite a bit of difference, if you ask me. That is defense, that Chad has that Sanji doesn't. And I'm thinking, that is just my speculation. I can't really throw this in here, as an argument because it's never happened. But I'm thinking that, what's his name, Chad. I think Chad, Fullbring is probably, probably covers almost his whole body now since we know that he uses it on his skin. And he didn't really know how to control his powers before. And I'm thinking, if he really does use it on his skin, I'm thinking, that would be something covering his basically his entire body. But that's just what I think. But anyway, tell me guys what you guys think about Chad and Sanji going at it. Who do you guys think would win? Please rate, comment, subscribe on this video, and see you guys later.